Hey guys, hey. Listen, I lowered my chair and I'm like sitting at this way different angle. So we're just gonna roll with it today. Child, what is today is Thursday. Oh, goodness gracious. You guys, I wanted to tap in and check on you, share some cards with you, chit chat with you. How is it going? How are you doing? I have been doing lots of personal readings. Honestly, I've been on the struggle bus with this respiratory ick, and it's been something else. It's really not terrible. It's just that I feel like I do not even have the charts pulled up today. That's how you know I'm tired. I feel like, let me get the snake card out. This came out of our ancestors and angels oracle deck, and I really felt that there was a message around it. I mean, I totally get I get why the energy is low because we're in such a huge intense shift. It just literally bears repeating every single day. And I totally understand. I totally understand. Especially if it's not, it's like if you're not a doctor, I'm sure you probably like, okay, I don't want to hear the updates on all the things I should be doing with my. If you're not an astrologer, excuse me, no bark. Sorry guys, we're really enjoying having the window open. It's a beautiful day. Send us love and light. We are not very far from the area where the mountains are burning. That is Table Rock. It is my precious, cherished place. That is where I go up. Not far from there. Sorry, you guys. No, guys, no bark. I thought maybe we would enjoy a little sunshine. That's all right. We'll crack it back open. But it's just so beautiful outside. Even though there's like air warnings, the air quality, I mean, it's noticeable. Love and light to the people in California who had like just ravishing flames, because it's not like I am close to it, but I'm not living right by it. I just can't imagine. I already have this respiratory issue going on. I do have asthma. Long story short, it never, ever really bothers me. I'm really thankful. Unless I get some sort of viral or bacterial gunk. And now, child, no, I'm going to go outside because what the fuck? I am not. I will be, I will be outside. Okay. That's where my sovereignty is. That's where my grounding is. That's where my magic. We are that all of it is. Isn't that right? So, but your girl got to be outside. Okay. So, I'm going to go, I was like, man, I'm reading all the like air quality warnings. You can kind of hear I'm actually using my inhaler, which I mean, again, unless I get some kind of super duper funky respiratory thing going on, like a really bad cold or something, I really don't have to use it. So I'm really thankful for that. I don't have too many allergies that trigger it unless you're just wearing like a crazy level perfume out there. Love and light. I mean, you do you, right? But there ain't no sense. Y'all know what I was talking about. It's like, you got to leave the whole gym shower room, the whole bathroom, because why are we wearing that much perfume? But I really just prefer oils and simple things, and, so I'm sensitive to it anyway. But listen, anyway, my energy has been just low, man. I also had a private event, and of course, I'm going to be in packaging mode, creating beautiful things. It's a beautiful, contented, purpose-filled, busy over here. But I really have been kind of having to say, as we all will, and we've been talking about this energy. I think the Septarian, this was coming through and wanting to come down in someone's reading. we all will be evaluating the energy, because where the energy we will find is really going to go is into the spiritual realms, the astral realms. We're going to swing back and we'll have a little bit more of a Pisces stellium. It's kind of like, let's take one more bath. Let's get real good. Let's wash it out. Let's get real fluid. Let's do what we need to do to liquidate, because then it's like I'm hearing... First I heard bum, 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 and then it turned into da, 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 da. It's like everyone trying to mask that they're not really fucking nervous about Neptune's ingress into Aries. Listen, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Everyone will be doing their part in the Great Awakening. This is how I kind of keep hearing it like this. But right now, you know, going into this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we've kind of been working with this retrograde energy, Venus, Mercury. We've been talking about that. We did have, I was just kind of scrolling through the charts. Yeah, because we haven't been checking in. Man, I've been, I have different days. You know how it is when you feel, and it's like, I really just had, I'm so thankful. Like, my goodness, I'm so grateful. I've had so many bookings, and just I'm happy to do my soul purpose and work. Y'all know I like to check in with y'all. You know how I feel about it. I really don't vibe over here setting any kind of intention to be like monetizing anything. I have a practice. I have a clientele. I have private events. I have a website. You know what I'm saying? I am very grateful for everything that I have. I have a lot of gratitude. But look, the way that I feel about it, and if you agree, and if you want to connect and our frequencies and energetics align, so that I can serve you better and that we can connect more as a soul family. Even if we aren't standing there holding hands, hitting like and hitting subscribe is just a great way to help us align. And then each time you hit like and when you hit subscribe and then we circulate on the platform, we kind of expand our hive, which is funny because I felt so called. I was like, y'all, I was so into this deck, and then I just... Do you ever put it somewhere and then you're like out of sight, out of mind? This is really, really beautiful. It's called Into the Hive. But it is a gorgeous tarot deck. So I just felt really called to that. I am one to ever be looking out. Y'all know I love my dandelions if you've known me any amount of time. And I'm just always... I love early spring, springtime, you know, my obsession with flowers. To me, that's how I track the year. I was driving today and I was like, wow, just like that. There's the wisteria. And I'm like, that's how you know it's about to be April. And I was thinking in my head, like, I'm so proud of myself and how I'm so much more programmed now for like the moon. What is the moon? What are the planets doing? What are the flowers doing? Like goals, right? Like, I'm realigning myself, and I just had a little mini celebration about that. But yeah, so I wanted to pull out that deck today. What other placement was I thinking about? Obviously, we will work our way towards the new moon on the 29th in a couple of days. That will be this weekend's energy. We will have the partial solar eclipse, so we'll be chatting about that tomorrow or Saturday. I'd like to print the chart out and we just roll through it. I did a private teaching on Tuesday and we were going through the chart. And child, when I tell you, Spirit about slapping us around, telling us to slow down, people just assume, and I get it. It's a lot of, I mean, if you throw Chiron in there, I mean, I understand, okay? It's Mars driven. It's Aries, Aries, Aries. And then, of course, it's like, I'm seeing, what do you call it? Forging, where it's like heated up, heated up, heated up. Tank, tank, tank. Tss. You know what I mean? It reminds me of how I had a custom athame made. And it was super cool because my friend, was like showing me each step in wielding the blade. It was a super cool thing to watch. And I even got to choose. He was like, do you want me to put certain oils on the blade Anyway, it was a super cool experience, but I'm thinking of like burning and then water. We're in this alchemical process right now. It's intense for sure. I dare say, shoo, if you came to school this year, hello, love and light, without doing your homework, child, which is your shadow work, I feel for you. Because Chiron is in Mars too. How much longer do we have? I'm sorry, I said Mars, child. How much longer do we have Chiron in Aries? That one I don't remember off the top of my head. We should revisit that. Chiron is a great place to really learn about yourself in your birth chart, by the way. It tells you a lot about your wound. Dang it. You have to like look at charts and tables and stuff. Excuse me. To look at the Chiron movements. It's different. You have to sort certain charts. I want to say we still have a good, not a good bit of time. I'm sorry. Chiron has been in Aries since 2018. And I want to say maybe 8 years total, is it? It'll be there for like 2 more years, basically, I think. Chiron and Aries is like this, a reckoning with like healing. How did I become who I am? It's all these wounds we took on in our programming of this is who you are or this is who you have to be. And it's like this divine reclamation of your sovereignty and saying, I can actually express myself. I can heal this wound. I can become a spiritual warrior. I am somebody. Who told me I had to fit in that way? It's very, I don't know, you could maybe call it an identity wound. It's very interesting to consider Chiron and Aries that's been doing all this work. While we have all of this new ingress and this powerful, we've been talking about the 0 point reset. So it's interesting to consider that. Kind of in the backdrop of everything, right? and I bring up Chiron and Aries because yesterday, Wednesday, I think there was a square. Yeah, Mars was, we were talking in the upcoming chart, Mars is going to have an opposition with Pluto, but yesterday, Mars in Cancer, right, still in retrograde. This has been a slow moving retrograde for Mars. I think it's like mid-April, I want to say 13th. He will go back into Leo, but Mars squared Chiron in Aries. And so it's that willpower, which is already a little salty because it still is having to do the emotional homework. Funny because I was saying, I hope you showed up doing your homework. It's like, there's a lot of pressure on, you can say the divine masculine, but you can also kind of expand that out and say our willpower, our combativeness, our losing your temper, becoming aggressive, just as a culture, but as within, so without, right? Divine masculine energy says either in a healed, higher vibrational way, it says, I'm so beautifully and divinely aligned. I'm inspired. I can't wait to create or to go take action to create or to help or to progress something. You know what I'm saying? Nice, beautiful, healed, whole, high vibrational. The shadow, though, the shadow of this is especially squaring Mars and Cancer is like, I'm so fucking angry. And I'm angry because I'm wounded, and I'm angry because I got to do the work, and I just, can we not be passive aggressive? Can we not just fight? Can we not just, and it's like, no, no, we can't. And then we have this Venus retrograde energy, right? Oh, was that today? Oh, shoot, today is the 27th. Yes, Venus swings back in and, goes back, cools down, takes her bath in Pisces, kind of goes back from the fire into the water. And It's kind of like, listen, 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 Linda, listen, I gotta bathe in the higher heart. Like, we can't keep doing this thing with aggression. We can't keep just I'm hearing, what is it? I'm gonna wreck it, Ralph. We can't keep Wreck-It Ralphing out here, okay? There ain't gonna be nothing left to wreck, So I think it's good that we'll get a little bit of that nice Venus, that juicy divine, also with the North Node in Pisces all year long, the next 18 months, right? Very beautiful energy. It's like, do we really have to get aggressive? Do we have to have a tantrum? Do we have to fight it out? Okay, first of all, let's be real here with Mercury and Venus in retrograde, okay? Listen, and I think this morning there was it a conjunction? Venus was like getting really close to Neptune again, and Neptune is still sitting at that 29, literally 0.5 degree. So she went back, and it was like a major bath, a major spiritual shower, a major open heart spiritual shower. I'm seeing her laying as in open heart surgery, but it's like a Pleiadian Arcturian vibe. And they're like putting in her upgrades and downloads. But it looks like they're channeling while she's on the table some sort of prismatic light into her while doing these things. It looks like an operation, but instead of an open heart, I'm seeing like an open heart chakra. It's like this beautiful, flowery, golden, green, mossy gateway that's open on her chest. And it's like this. Let me say, I don't know, there's a big message, like, pay attention to Spirit is very adamant. They're dropping like F-bombs, like, ooh, if you don't pay attention to who is in your energy right now. It's so, so, so important. Like, it's not, there's so much going on. Lower heart, higher heart. Your dormant DNA. Spirit is super adamant. Like, you don't understand because you can't see, like, with this dimensionality of your eye, what all that we are like doing, channeling, supporting, working on in the astral and the spiritual and your energetic, emotional, psychic, like auric bodies. Okay, like a lot is going on. So we have to be mindful. Our energetic boundaries are really important. Meditation, spiritual work, like spiritual baths, hygiene of the home. How are you taking care of moving, feeding, expending, like getting energy out, being creative? It's like you with you, big game on right now. And we've been talking about how it's going to be that way, but it's so important right now because when Neptune does ingress, when we do complete this first, like I'm hearing like portal gateway, it's a lot that's going to be activated. And so we need to be really grounded. Our relationship's healthy for us. We should have been doing our South Node in Libra homework last year, okay? Okay, like we don't need to repeat that class. It's not the time. Because Aries, what's going to happen is Aries is going to want to come in and we're going to balance this. Thank you so much to Spirit in the Universe for ultimate, attunement and wisdom. Because we need the North Node in Pisces. And we need the Virgo. Virgo will be like, hold on. That's not the routine that's going to be healthy for us. Pisces will be like, Aries, hold on. Remember what we talked about, okay? It's not just go. We have to be. And it's like, I think at the same time, Neptune is going to amplify a lot of things. Like Neptune will also, I want to say it was Molly McCord recently, and I loved how she was talking about Neptune will also kind of like come into Aries and say, Aries, less Aries, different. We're going to learn how to, the evolved, higher vibrational, like ascending, the higher tier, you know what I'm saying? Higher dimensionalities of Aries is like a spiritual warrior, right? But sometimes, Aries energy can be cardinal fire, right? Let's just bust out. Like, I want people to see me. Can we do things? Can we do, go? Cause I need, light me up. I see like a lighter. But we need a slower burn right now. And we want to be well rooted in abundance, value, self-worth, self-love, spiritual work. Okay. Creative outlets are going to be absolutely fucking necessary. Good exercise, health routines, movement of the body, absolutely fucking necessary. Today is really a big day too. And then going into the whole weekend, to be honest with you, this very ending, it's like a clutch point. But how do we say, if you're not properly aligned or trying to be, you know what I'm saying? And you're not doing any work, you ain't practicing self-awareness and stuff, people are going to hit the back bookend of this portal and come out fucking guns blazing, and they're going to lose their minds. Because the propaganda machines and the play, fake screens and the actor, you know what I'm talking about. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They all out there, they want you to feed into that, lose your shit, stoke the fear, do a bunch of stuff that you're going to feel ashamed and guilty for. And then, we needed that fuel. It's very shadow. It's very shadow Neptune, very shadow Aries, very impulsive. That's not what we're doing. But the higher, the evolving thing says, you know what? I've done a lot of healing work, and the impulsive me in a dark night of the soul would want to go hook up with someone and get drunk because I can't deal with this. But that's not me. I'm just giving an example, right? I'm just channeling love and light. Okay. Always, we are setting the intention here to channel for the highest and best good of the collective and my soul family that gathers here to receive energy and activations. Okay. Always, always for the highest and best good, never in judgment, never to harm. Okay. I just feel the need to clear. I heard clear the room. Okay. We're always setting intentions for abundance, health, wealth, prosperity, for self-awareness, ascension, and growth, right? All these beautiful things over here. So what I'm trying to say, though, is when we walk out of this portal after this weekend, and this will ripple out all year, child. Look, we're going to talk about Neptune going into Aries on another video, but I'm saying, if you're not grounded right now and you don't know who the fuck you are, and you really just haven't been doing your personal journey work, your shadow work, practicing self-awareness, spirituality is not some trend. There's a lot of things we could debate about. You do this or practice that or this or this or that, for sure. That's in anything in your whole life. But I'm saying spirituality is here. Child, it's what it is. Okay, so if you're not grounded, what will happen is we do have, Spirit is saying, remind them Venus retrograde is helping them. Mercury retrograde is helping them. Have your retrogrades going on like this, double whammy. We love those. That's our spirit guides, our energetic teams, our higher heart, our galactic and earthbound ancestors, grandmothers, grandfathers. You feel me? That's them washing out, cleaning out contracts. They're walking around, doing the things in the background, protecting you while you take care of yourself. When you go out of the back end of this portal, okay, it's people can really have, I can see the potential, plus Pluto and Aquarius, child, to lose their shit. Now we can have a beautiful spiritual revolution that kind of like ignites like fires in the heart of the arising and awakening collective. Yes, spirit. But a lot of people, it's not going to be hitting like that if they're still very bottom tier 3D. I don't want to awaken, or I'm just not even on that timeline. It can turn into it may get a little chaotic. So you have to be rooted and grounded in what you are setting the intention to co-create every day, how you approach things out of compassion and forgiveness. And and also hear me out. We can be mystical. We can be loving. We can romance our magical life. We can be forgiving. We can have agape. We can be present, and we can still have good fucking boundaries. I need people to understand it's duality for a reason. You can still be like, wish you the best to heal over there. Because our contracts have completed. Pluto and Capricorn is done. So what that means is that I went through, I pass go, I collected $200, and I'm over here on my convergence of a new timeline. Okay. I love your healing journey for you. Please do not come back. I'm not. It's good energetic boundaries. Okay. good energetic boundaries. And if somebody tells you you need to be all those things without having good boundaries, child, bye. Completion of that contract real quick. I'm just saying, you also have to have a certain wisdom and discernment that good old hermit Virgo energy going to balance out. North Node in Pisces, right? It's focusing on you, your heart, your health, your daily routines. Be mindful too, because coming out of the back end of this portal as we pass through this weekend, you can really just hit like this compulsive, impulsive, like, ooh, I need to, fuck it, I'm just going to spend money, or I'm just going to do the thing, or I'm going to have a, what is it? I'm going to have a crash out. I don't know. We're not doing any of that. Okay. Love and light. We are not doing any of that. Child, I know you better call. I know you better drop a comment. Look, let's do a reading. Let's have a coaching calibration session with your local Aquarius astrologer friend. I'm going to hook you up however you need. I don't know. Let's not crash out. It's not, woo, it's not the time for it. I love you so much. I believe in you. We are very strong. We incarnated for a reason. Excuse me. Let me, as a side note, just say, I know it's really hard to understand, but as an environmental science degree person, I'm telling you that the floods help the land. The fires burning help the land. We can always hold loving space and say, Gaia, Mother Gaia, Terra Gaia, beautiful ascending 5D, light grid, original organic templates of the spirit of Terra Gaia. Okay, I want to send you love and light. Speak into the water. Work your energy into the water. Go and pour it back onto the earth, and she will know. She's okay. And I understand, because we don't really just have to deal with these. We're so, how do we say, Spirit? We're so far removed from the earth cycles. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I mean, do I want people to be doing dumb shit in the fucking national parks? No, I advocate the hell out of those national parks. That's why I led forest school groups for so long. And we teach our kids and everything that. Anyway, do we like? No. But I mean, things happen. It's okay. Forests have burns. I know it's tough for people to have to evacuate, but newsflash, and I say this with so much deep reverence for you, but honestly, like, it's not fucking just about us. There's a whole earth here, and there are so many sentient things and so many sentient animals and so many beautiful cycles and child, it ain't just about the damn. We always, don't get me started. We always just think it's only no, it's not. No, what is that? No, you're not. No, the fuck you're not. That's what it makes me think of that reel. It's not just us. It's we're all come together right now. That's what I hear. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. People have to evacuate. It's okay. We're going to look. We like running around like, we have to evacuate. Imagine how the fucking earth builds. She cannot evacuate us. Damn. And I'll say that with my whole chest, love and light. And I have friends who live up there who had to leave, and it's okay, because they're the type of people that fuck with the mountains so hard, they'll be like, I just hope the mountain's okay. And I love that. I messaged one of my friends and she was like, I'm just crying for the mountain. She didn't even care about her house. Yes, come through. New spirit of people. Oh man, I got whipped up into a passion thinking about just the earth. We forget her, and like, how dare us? It's so fucking insulting. It's a slap in the face to the earth, you know what I'm saying? But I've had people message me, and I appreciate the love and the concern behind it, and it is very kind. And our mountain is it's on fire. I'm not surprised, though, to be honest. I'm really not surprised by any environmental things going on, because when you step back, you already know what I'm gonna say. You'll be like, don't worry about her. She probably done saw it in the astrology, and did. I mean, I really did. We've been talking about this for like a couple years. And it's always a curiosity. You have, like sects of astrologers who will be like, I wonder how this is going to play out in like, politics or I wonder how this will play out with humanity. How will this play out with the environment? And we have all these different conversations going on, right? So we're not really surprised, you know? When we want to, Spirit is saying, I feel like I'm channeling Uranus and Taurus. It's like when we want to bring in new levels of understanding with abundance, manifesting in new timelines, embodying new ways to co-create with the earth. When we are setting our intentions for all of these things, things have to be offered, and the energy has to be balanced, and it's just part of a cycle, you know. Let's read Snake, you guys, together before this came out this morning on the table. And I really just resonated with it. And I was like, I want to pull some cards on that later. So I'll do it with my family. Cast off the old, reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world. We are, of course, reading from Cal Gray's Angels and Ancestors. In many spiritual traditions, the snake offers powerful medicine. In Tantric yoga, it symbolizes Kundalini, which is the powerful serpentine energy that allows you to reach your highest spiritual potential. When the sacred ones saw a snake in nature or encountered one in a dream, they knew that there was transformation in the air. For me, the snake card not only represents the shedding of old skin, but moving beyond the limitations caused by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past. The energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been misread by others, know this energy is leaving you now. As you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Man, and that's us, that's collectively, that's the earth, that's energetically, spiritually. I think considering Neptune ingress into Aries, right? Neptune being the great wise spiritual grandmothers, the higher heart of Venus, the cosmic galactic grandmothers who have the cosmic milk and like a graceful Sophia type of white pearlesque kind of dragon energy. But I also always see like the silver cup and stuff like that, Archangel Gabriel, when I think of Neptune, right? So Neptune into Aries is like Kundalini arising, but like on a cosmic level. I mean, can you consider Neptune has completed a 165-year cycle and orbit around the zodiac wheel. And so what happens is you spiral up. It makes me think of Kundalini. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, Spirit says. You re-understand in your mind who you are because of your personal commitment to your growth, also to your self-awareness, also to your shadow work journey, right? Also to your completion of ancestral, karmic, and past life contracts. Right, that will also come to a bigger culmination in May because ding, 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 you're like, who the fuck else going into Aries? Yup, Saturn. Saturn said, hi. Okay, it's going to be closing out. Saturn's completing almost like 29.5 years, a complete orbit. Boom. Might as well say 30 years of karma, of lessons, of I got all the t-shirts and the coffee mugs and I don't really want to try to go back there anymore. Excellent. Love that for you, right? Big Kundalini, big progression. That's why I said I sure hope you ain't running into this year dropping your papers every fucking where, looking like you ain't studied, looking a mess, looking like you are you going to do you plan on graduating? Because this is not the time to come up on the stage looking a mess. You will not pass go. And it's going to be tough. It's one of those moments in life where it's like, child, if you miss this train, I don't know, child. Spirit always say it wasn't meant for you, will come back for you. And that's true. But like, I don't know. This might be a longer wait for this type of energy to hit again. I'm just putting it out there. If you feel someone you love, let's go back. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been doing within. Absolutely. Absolutely. And what gets me, love and light, I fully understand it. Everybody's not Aquarius. I know Aquarius were very unique, very different. But listen, the stuff that people see on a tiny propaganda box are from a phone screen, love and light. I'm not dissing none of that, but I'm saying you have to be able to critically think and understand and see a panoramic version that so much of it is just a lie. There's actually, okay, I love you, but I'm giving you a little tap, okay? There's actually a lot of amazing shit going on. There's actually a lot of noble people revolting. There's actually a lot of powerful spiritual rebellion. There's actually a lot of really good, like, goodness out there. Okay, keep that in mind. Where are you paying your currency of attention to, okay? If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. Okay, that's kind of giving like Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. I think this is like for people who still found that maybe they are still in partnerships or long-term relationships or emotional bonds that kind of passed into this new timeline with them. I feel that it's also like this energy of like relationships, bonds, connections, friends, soul families will kind of elevate to the next level because they kind of passed a lot of challenges together, you know? This is a time for renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrated. Yes. I love that. Big wood snake energy. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. I do encourage like lots of grounding. Again, what does exercise look for you? Maybe it's yoga, walking. Maybe you like to lift weights and run like I do. Maybe it's biking, hiking. Just find what works for you because woo-wee, it's going to be getting hot in the kitchen as far as energy. And you're an electromagnetic being. You are crystal, mineral, little water, little electrode, complicated houseplant walking around, okay? You're going to be feeling it. And so you need to have a good spiritual practice. You need to figure out, all right. How can I meditate? What is this all about? Figure out some kind of way. I don't know. Is it walking in nature? Is it, you know, I went through a phase where like I just, it was tough for me. I was really just first coming out of like, this big dark night of the soul, and for various reasons, we'll just say I couldn't really sit still. So I would actually play guided meditations. It's 1:11 on the clock. Hey, 1:11 could be maybe you're seeing 11:11. I would play guided meditations and run on the treadmill. And I really did a lot of mental programming, or I would do like a mantra loop or something and just try to like repeat it to myself. And for a while that was my meditation because I couldn't. Walks in nature. Guys, we can make a whole list, but the important thing is that you connect with your higher self and your spirit team. You connect with yourself and you journal and you sit with yourself and say, what do I need? Okay. And meditation, spiritual hygiene, taking good care of your body. And then, ooh, friends, Mars is going to go back into Leo too. Woo, you're going to be feeling it. You need a good creative way, are you romancing your everyday life? Are you creating? Are you moving your body? I would even dare say a lot of Aries energy, and then Mars going back to Leo mid-April. Child, we really need to sweat. We need to sweat some stuff out, okay? Yeah. What do we have here? What came out? Queen of Swords. Aquarius energy for sure. Queen of Swords. Excuse me. It's lavender and then it's something else. What is that in the background? I love the energy of these cards and the book. Honestly, it's so beautiful. Some of the cards are unique, but I love that there's like flowers and there's a ton of attention to detail. So I really enjoy reading the book. Let's read the book to get us started with this energy in the Queen of Swords. But to me, it feels like mental alignment. In the traditional tarot, when I see, like Rider-Waite or whatever, when I see the Queen of Swords, it's kind of a lot about an open throat chakra, strong mental and energetic boundaries, a great connection, from the ground all the way up to the sky. The chakras are open. They're connected. She is hearing spirit. She hears her spirit team, the wind, mercurial, you are connected to spirit to receive messages. I heard for someone, let your no be no. Child, it's a big old let that no be no year. It is, because we already learned the lesson of, okay, this is for someone. We've already learned the lesson of yes, right? We need to learn the lesson of no. And if anybody's going to teach you that lesson, it would be the Queen of Swords. Okay. And I see the truth. I'm not really trying to hover on the fence. I'm going to tell you what it is. I can give you good counsel, but I'm going to communicate. I'm not, it's like, it's not a year for drama, because internally we already have so much going on. In contrast to the less mature prince and princess, the queen has been around the block a few times. Look at this art. Ooh. Look at her crown, though. Can we just... It's probably not going to zoom that well, but it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Who is it? Christoph Hughes. Oh, art by Nadia Turner. Shout out to her. This art is so gorgeous. She is the ultimate cynic. She has seen the ways of the world and been on the receiving end of people's bad behavior. Ain't we all, queen? The sword has never been used defensively, but rather as a cutting device that severed her from situations that no longer served her. Okay, so there's cord cutting, there's mental clarity, we were already saying this is not really the time to be carrying dead weight. We've been repeating that. Because if you're I'm seeing like you're carrying a bag and it's full of way too many stones and you're you're like falling from side to side. You have to be able to be grounded right now. So what's too heavy? It's got to go, because it's going to make you tip over, right? So we need her sword. We need her sword. Mental clarity. This individual is a widow or a widower. Doesn't have to be. That's a common belief about this card, but it doesn't have to be, right? This can indicate divorce or separation, right? Doesn't have to be. Take it as you will. This can be divorcing from like energies in general, including emotional bonds and contracts. Yup, including. I heard y'all can all get it. I don't know who that is for. But it's just because we don't have time for it. It's a strategic time. We are all seeking a higher truth. We have to evaluate our actions. It's this energy with Saturn and Neptune moving like this. It's like, we suffered all the suffering of all the fools, and we just ain't fucking with that no more. It's just not that time anymore. She was someone who was forsaken or perhaps taken for granted. Having learned from that, she sees the world through a clear lens and not through rose-tinted glasses. You would be right in thinking that this person might be bitter, but she's not. She doesn't hold the world accountable for what happened to her, but it has deeply transformed the way she sees the world. As a direct result of her experience, she is incredibly discerning. Yes, we keep saying wisdom and discernment, compassionate detachment. The Hermit is good at it, but so is the Queen of Swords, I'm telling you. As a direct result of her experience, she's incredibly discerning and can see right through a situation to the truth at its heart. This card makes reference to someone who might appear cold and aloof, but this is a protective strategy rather than a defensive one. She doesn't give her affections easily, and that may appear severe and unfeeling. Don't ask her to manage people. She is better with logical matters and the analyzing of data and ideas. Just like the bumblebee, she appears on the surface to be gentle and meek, but her sting is immediate. painful and surprising. So shadowed energy of the Queen of Swords here says it can be a person if cross. It can be like bitterness, vengefulness, a dominating nature, only seeing the faults in others, demeaning others, being cruel with what you say, cruel edge of the mind that has suffered too much hurt in the past. You lash out and hurt others. Okay, so it's like being mindful, right? Being mindful how you speak. I can see that. I can see that. Let's see. Is there any more clarity for the Queen of Swords with the snake? So shed old skin in combination with like the mental clarity. This can be like, you know what I'm hearing? Shedding naivety. Like, and this coupled with the Queen of Swords makes me think about how, because I talk to people who have big air placements, we have a tendency, thank you, Spirit. We have a tendency, ooh, Nine of Swords right on time. Nine of Swords right on time. We have a tendency sometimes to idealize. Nine of Swords, right? What's keeping you up at night? That's the your fears, your thoughts. Is way too much up in the head. That's it. We do have two big swords placements here. We don't need to idealize people. We need to see things for what they are. And somebody's like, "Well, I thought you said it's a spiritual." Like, it is, but Spirit is like, we love you so much. We need to understand and define the difference between spiritual bypassing and spirituality in general as a helpful tool. Okay, for self-healing, self-awareness, for energetic and spiritual growth. Okay, spiritual bypassing is I'm about to dip out of reality and I'm really just collecting stones because I don't want to face the fact that I'm still living in a terrible toxic relationship, or that I haven't really changed any of my habits and I know that I'm still going down this path that's going to hurt me. Something like this, right? And we've all had moments like that. Spiritual bypassing, though, is like we're not being spiritual just to daydream and check out of reality. No. Mental clarity is enhanced oftentimes by spirituality. You know, because the Queen of Swords understands, for example, North Node in Pisces, Neptune in Aries. I understand my spiritual divine sovereignty, that I am the I am that is connected to all of the profound love and light of the universe. That even gives me more mental clarity. Furthermore, I will not put up with this shit. You know what I mean? Or, you know, North Node Pisces. I understand that I'm a spiritual dreamer who is really never separate from the veil of the void. And I understand that I can tap into the oneness that is all. I can dream any dream that I want. Therefore, I must be sharp. I must have strong boundaries. You get what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. There's something here about idealizing someone and then waking up and being like, what the fuck? I can't. You can't. I'm hearing for someone. You can't see them like that anymore. You just can't. This could also be, I don't know, you know, being clear with yourself, being honest with yourself. I do love to see, look, child, I don't know, I heard get more sleep. Spirit kept saying, slow the fuck down in that reading the other day, y'all. It's not go, 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 do, do, do. It's just breathe. Okay, breath work. The Nine of Swords, yeah. The Nine of Swords is definitely like, we all need a lot of sleep right now. And if you're like, well, I just really don't sleep a lot, that may not be the healthiest. And I would encourage you, you got to do you for you, and you know what is right for you. Okay. But let's just say we need to be having extra rest. And maybe for you, that's not more sleep, but slowing down, being very intentional. When you're late and you're in a hurry and you're doing everything for everybody and you're rushing everywhere and you're just a boss girl and you're just manifesting. That's how I hear it. Like you're stuck on a loop. We gotta slow down. There's some things that we need to be doing on the inside. And we've kind of reached the precipice of Neptune ingress into Aries, about to bust that damn door down in your crown, in your heart, and say, woo, y'all, I saw the Kool-Aid man coming through the wall. Listen, there's, I'm thinking of Hermes, like messages coming down her sword. Okay, hold on. Spirit is like, let's clarify. Don't attack yourself. This is not about attacking yourself. It's just about being honest with yourself. And the truth is that we all have that magi, that mage, that potential within us to, they say that the fool jumped off the cliff, and because of his faith and his curiosity to enter the kingdom like a little child, he was rewarded with keys, right? We have keys. We have genetic light body DNA. We have actual earthbound DNA. We have all of these different things. We have neutrinos and photogenics and the light evolving us to have different keys. We have all kinds of keys, right? We have all kinds of magic, all kinds of tools like right at our fingertips. Okay. The magician understands that to be a current of the universe, to utilize his skills, to utilize his tools with power, he has to cleanse and clear himself and have a certain level of purity. Makes me think of this Virgo energy. He needs discipline so that he can do his work. He has the tools. Right? Maybe the magician needs to maybe like strengthen his skills. Maybe you're learning new things. But the magician at the base, at the most, basic interpretation is very spiritual, actually. It's not quite a lemniscate, but it's you kind of see this is very common to be depicted in some way or another in the art that's associated with the mage, the magi, the magician. Okay. You're connected to spirit, all right? And you're channeling something down into this realm because that's what you are as an electromagnetic being who's awakening to their divine sovereignty. Oh, you co-creating? Best believe, but it's just a matter of what are you co-creating? How is it serving the collective? Are you living karmically in your South Node or are you evolving? Are you being a channel for spirit? Right? Yeah, sure, you need to enjoy life. I absolutely agree with that. And you can do that. And you can enjoy the human experience that you signed up in your soul contract for, right? Ooh, look at the sun. We have the Three of Wands, Princess of Wands, Emperor of Pentacles. We have a lot of new visions, a lot of new skills, a lot of new passion and courage coming online, but we have to have structure, energetic boundaries. Y'all, I just love this sun card. Big Leo energy. Sun. Ra. I'm seeing honey. I'm seeing solar magic. What brings you joy? That's what we need to be focusing on with a clarity. Listening to spirit. Focused on the higher vibrational frequency. The sun card here makes me think of how we're going to have this partial solar eclipse in Aries. Last year we had the total solar eclipse in Aries. It was a leap year. We did huge energetic work last year, and a lot of these things are going to be activated once again and coming online. Spirit is pointing out, you see the little sunflowers all around him. The big sun, okay, it was like the codes and keys are all around him. He's learning how to utilize them, okay? So a lot of these things that are coming online for us, a lot of these opportunities that will manifest, are going to require us to learn new skills. They're going to require us to evolve. Spirit says, as the sun always does, right? The Sun card is a very, very beautiful card, which is basically about creative growth. It's about being free. It's about, traditionally, when you see more occulted cards, you'll see the Hebrew letter, it's like Resh. It's like an initiation. It's on your head. It's on your crown. So a lot of these initiation codes we received in the crown will now be learning how to use them to create a new path. Okay. But we can't do this. So Spirit's like, you can't do this kind of work, but stay in this headspace. We got to be in this headspace, right? Or we're not a clear channel. And being mindful, of course, that when we create what is good, when we create what supports the highest and best alignment, when we are in harmony and compassionate love and seeing the beauty and being wise, when we create, when we manifest, when we do our vision work, your team and higher self, spirit, the universe will always support that type of expansion. Okay, but when you're operating in shadow sun, heavy shadow Leo, heavy shadow blocked solar plexus, you know, greedy, materialistic, arrogant, only thinking about yourself, of course. You know what I mean? You're going to get back what you put out, okay? Egyptian god Horus, definitely associated with the sun. Maybe you resonate with Egyptian pantheon. Horus, the Hathors. I would have to do a whole teaching on the sun card, but the sun, because of its like emanation of the Elohim, there's a lot of like, obviously light, right? The higher suns, the Sirius suns above our sun, Alcyone above that. Spiritual light and sound, being reborn by spiritual light and sound. So the sun can mean like getting in a high vibrational place by going outside in the sun, doing spiritual sound baths, light, sound, gongs, light language, all these type of things. They will help you like, it's like Spirit is showing me someone sitting in a sun bath, like it's an energetic burn off. Spirit is showing me a picture of how people used to get taken out when, was it the plague, not the plague, was the flu? The bubonic, no, it was like the flu, the Spanish flu, was it? Was this the 40s, 50s? I'm seeing this picture where they used to, oh, wow, imagine that. They don't do this shit no more. But they used to wheel people out, 4 wands on the bottom, with more lavender. That's a lot of twin, like polar opposite, very Leo, very sun, and then Aquarius stars. Lavender twice here. Anyway, beautiful 4 of wands. Y'all already know that's my 1111 card. They used to wheel people out. You know what I'm talking about? In the to be in the sun so they could heal. This is the image that I'm seeing. Okay, I love to see the 4 of wands. So beautiful. Why do I feel like that's a timing? 4 of wands would be, I can't remember. I know that the wands are like Cancer, Leo, Virgo season. Excuse me. So this could be summer going into early fall as a timing here. If you're manifesting, if you are doing vision work or have some personal goals for yourself, that could be timing. I don't know. I got a big timing off that. 1111 could be significant. Oh shit. We saw 111, didn't we? Okay. It's a big upgrade in consciousness, in your awareness. There's, a higher mind that wants to bring down something to shift you, to help you. I'm seeing like bump you, like get you onto this timeline. We keep talking about this timeline convergence, right? Your path is illuminated. Just go beyond it. I kind of hear it like this. Where do we want to go? You know what I'm feeling? Let me get the book though, and then we'll close it with this. What is time, y'all? How has it been 56 minutes? I literally don't. That's our Lemurian record keeper right there. Excuse me. We're going to shuffle. Cal Gray, Gateway of Light Activation. I felt like the sun, the Magician. Golly, that card is so pretty, though. Is it not? All right. The sun illuminating your path will give you energy to move forward after a trying time. Please continue to be confident in who you are and what you stand for, Spirit says. You have all of the energy that you need at this time. You can conquer your obstacles. All right, we're going to take the one that came out on top, which is crazy because I pulled that. Ooh, we have Earth Star activation. Emerald tablet. Okay. Angelic frequency. You're surrounded by angels. You may resonate. You may want to check out the Kabbalion. You can probably download that off the internet somewhere. Hermes. We were talking about Hermes Trismegistus. Emerald tablet coming through. Child, I'm seeing those pyramids lifting up off the ground and a bunch of emerald tablets being underneath. Interesting. Earth star activation. Okay. Grounded action. Isis. I just did a meditation this morning. Yes. Come through with the energy. All right. Let's read Crystal Skull Wisdom. Clarity. Queen of Swords. Clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. I love it. Very beautiful. Lavender, okay. Purple, crown and third eye. I'm seeing someone drinking tea, but it has like mint and lavender in it. Child, that's probably what I need to be drinking right now. With honey. Spirit said, don't forget the honey. Okay, so maybe we're doing teas. Remember, speak to your water, bless your water. And when you offer that into your body, it's an offering also being received to the earth. We were talking about Crystal Skull Wisdom 61. I missed you guys. I hope you're doing okay. I know it gets some days it can be, even if off nothing else, it's just so much energy moving probably from the earth and the collective energy and your soul family. We're all alchemizing and transmuting a lot. It's like a day where it's like, I don't know why I'm crying. And you just, feel what you got to feel. Remember that it doesn't define you. Get grounded. Observe. Write down if you need to, maybe. Smudge it out. Go for a walk. Remind yourself, I'm okay. I'm okay. If you had just been looking at your phone and that's why you cried, put your phone down. Love and light. Go outside. Be like, girl, I'm okay. I'm tripping. I'm okay. It's going to be okay. I love you. Crystal skulls are said to have been healing tools and wisdom keepers in the ancient civilizations of Atlantis and Lemuria. Quartz crystal is known for its capacity to amplify energy and store information. When a crystal is carved into a particular shape, it can bring healing and clarity to what it represents and uncover, hey, we gotta, he's not out here today. We gotta bring him out here. There he is. Somebody said, what stone is it? Moss agate. I did a shamanic journey with that stone, and it's like one of my allies. Therefore, when a crystal is carved into a particular shape, it can bring healing and clarity to what it represents and uncover memories that can be essential to revealing truth. Therefore, crystal skulls are wonderful healing tools that bring clarity to the mind and healing to the headspace. This card transports us to an energetic space representing the crystal skull consciousness. It delivers high vibrational frequencies into our energy field so that we can experience clear-mindedness. If you have ever felt called to crystal skulls or have an interest in them, there's a possibility you've connected with them in a previous incarnation. They are gateways to clarity and potential. Visualize yourself being transported to the heart of the stars and asked to be connected to the crystal skull consciousness. Take time and breathe and receive a direct transmission from these crystal beings. That's really interesting because we were channeling lavender and mint, someone drinking lavender and mint tea, me talking about struggling to breathe, the queen, the clarity. We were saying, for one of these cards, we were saying something about breath work. I think that's interesting. We all need breath work right now. Let's be real, but the stillness and learning to reconnect with the breath is a big mental reprogrammer. It also takes us out of that cortisol spike, fight or flight zone. It helps us calm down. Okay. We all need that. We don't need to be operating out of an overstimulated space, a fight or flight space. If you really sit and ask yourself, what triggered me to be in this space right now? You know what I'm saying? Return to your breath and say, what's actually in my concrete reality when I put my phone down, if I'm not staring at my computer, and you'll probably find that you're okay. Okay, so there's a big thing about breath work here. I'm hearing box breathing for someone. All aspects of your life are becoming clearer at this time. Expect to become aware of what you need to step away from. Cord cutting came through the Queen of Swords too. That's that South Node Virgo coming through. Okay, don't hold on. If spirit and your intuition, your divine spirit team, you with your higher self, child, you got to let it go. Okay, it's okay. Listen, we are all here together. I love you so much. We are all letting go of things right now. Don't worry, you're not having to do that by yourself. Okay. Expect to become aware of what you need to step away from to have more focused path. Yes, you may have felt indecisive, but now you are downloading direct guidance from the heart of Source so that you can live and express yourself in a more authentic way. Know that downloads often appear as your own inner guidance, encouraging you, to move forward. The key is to recognize the calmness they bring. This is a time of clarity and connection. Crystal Skull Wisdom is here to bring clarification to what you have been receiving within. In order for the next phase of your journey to unfold, you must follow the information you have received. You know what you need to do to heal and grow. If you have been asking for a sign that the healing work you have been doing has been successful, trust that this card is the message you've been waiting for. I love it. I love it. You know what? I lied. I just happened to have, because I've been doing a lot of one-on-one work. I happen to have The Universe Has Your Back, Gabrielle Bernstein. I love this one. And I hadn't had it out for a while, but I just felt really called to it. And the sun is out on the table, so we're going to encourage each other. Okay. All right, we have joy is the ultimate creator. Yes. We have the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. And we have energy flows where my intention goes. Ooh, perfect. All right, y'all. I love you so much. I'm here if you need me. Holla. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. All right. I'll talk to you later. Take good care, guys. Bye.